So we're at Kowloon Station, outside of Kowloon Station, and we got a ticket from the airport for the Airport Express to Hong Kong Station, and it was as a return ticket. Also, it's cheaper to get a return ticket. So we were able to get out and a stop before Hong Kong Station at Kowloon Station, and it let us go through. So that is an option too if you wanted to do that. And we're outside. Our first stop here, and we just wanted to give you a look at these buildings. There are holes in the buildings because it's to let the dragons have a path for the dragons. It's kind of like a feng shui culture, and so yeah, we're just kind of gonna give you a look at that. So we're on the Star Ferry, and we caught it at Kowloon, and it's going to take us to Central. It costs about $2.70 Hong Kong dollars. Okay, so we just got off of our Star Ferry at Central, and we are walking towards to get milk tea and egg custard, and we're walking. I guess this is actually saying City Hall. Walking through this footbridge on the City Hall section.
So we were looking for a place to get milk tea. It was a place called TPT, but we just can't seem to find it for some odd reason. So we've abandoned our milk tea quest, and now we're going to see if we can visit this place for egg tarts.
Okay, so we walked in Central to Tai Chung Bakery to get the famous egg tarts. So we're gonna go ahead and try it right now. Oh. Let's see. It's delicate.
So now we had our egg tart. We are going to walk down Queen Road over to Central Plaza, where we should be able to go to what floor in the building?
The 46th floor.
The 46th floor of Central Plaza to get amazing views of the city, which are actually supposed to be free. So it's about a 20-minute walk from the bakery over to Central Plaza, and so far, not so bad. The one thing I've noticed so far as we try to find places in Hong Kong is that Google Maps is a bit unreliable. The building numbers and the directions in Google Maps aren't actually leading us to where we want to go. We did not find TPT to get our milk tea. I'm pretty sure it was somewhere in the area, but where Google was taking us, it just wasn't there. And even this bakery, the bakery, Tai Chung Bakery, the address that Google gave us wasn't actually the address where the place was located. We had to walk maybe another 3 blocks up the road to find it. So be aware of that when you're sort of walking around Hong Kong and for the first time. There is a bit of a learning curve in terms of navigating in the area, navigating the streets. There are steps that go or lead to different places, but it's a nice place to kind of just walk around and explore. So feel free to if you have the time, feel free to get lost a bit and just wander the streets and see where you end up.
So we're here at Central Plaza, and the way we got here is we came through Queens Road, and then there's like an escalator that comes up and it goes to the main lobby, and then there's like an express elevator that goes to the 46th floor, and it's called the Sky Lobby, and there's floor-to-ceiling windows of Hong Kong view.
Alright, to give a bit of perspective on where we were, we took the ferry from Kowloon, where that cruise ship is there on the far right. We took the ferry across, and it dropped us off in Central, which is straight ahead where the Ferris wheel is, which you can see sort of peeking behind the building in the middle of the screen. And we walked from that general vicinity all the way here to Central Plaza building to the Sky Lobby. Took about a half hour to make the walk. So if you were taking the tram up to Victoria Peak, you would be somewhere in these mountains up here, looking down on the city. So that's our video on Hong Kong. Overall, we found the city great, but it was a bit difficult to navigate around in terms of walking. We found that Google Maps wasn't exactly the best tool to use.
Yeah, I mean, we were looking for a specific, like a milk tea place to get milk tea, but it just wasn't there where it was supposed to be on Google Maps.
Yeah, I mean, we circled that block a couple times. We tried just widening our radius to see maybe it's just a little bit off, but nope, couldn't find it. Even the address that Google had, it wasn't there. And a couple other places too. I mean, it's not a grid system. The city is sort of all over the place. You have stairs and hilltops, and it's a bit of a challenge to get used to and navigate around.
And we couldn't find some street names, so it's
Yeah.
difficult to find locations.
But on the flip side, I mean, the transit system.
The transit system was pretty easy to navigate. The signs were very clear, so that was good.
Yep. So if you're going to visit Hong Kong for the first time, just be aware, even if you're coming from a big city like New York or even London, Hong Kong will get you for the first couple, maybe hour or two, as you get used to it, accustomed to it. But once you do that, once you sort of get into it and you understand where you're going and how things are laid out, it can be a bit easier. But overall, I think we would recommend Hong Kong as a place to visit. And we hope you enjoyed this video and find it useful if you plan your trip to Hong Kong.